Bet you wish you had The Rock now, huh? No. They gotta say it in Spanish. No. You told The Rock after last year when he ruined John Cena's final year, man. And not that fuck ass creative they currently have in Triple H, big nose, broad fraud ass. No, you told The Rock off is a direction you can fuck. But guess what? That's what he's doing now. Well, I don't know if it's fuck. Anyway, no, you're not gonna get The Rock stimulus package this year, guys. Now we finna see we done fucked around and found out how Paul Heyman told Adam Pearce, we're just gonna get to that in a second, which led to nothing. We fucked around and found out. Well, now we're finding out. Yeah, you don't have The Rock stimulus package this year, baby, going into WrestleMania. We about to find out how sorry creative in this whole company is. So let's get to Royal Rumble 2026 review. Liv Morgan won. We all predicted it, and we're all happy. Universally, we're all happy, unlike the men's Rumble, which we're going to get to that. Because Liv Morgan deserved this because she's been on the grind for like 7 years, since 2018 when she started her career as like a lesbian, which... Hey, I'm pro LGBTQ+, so I don't mind that. It's just like, it's just, oh my God. Thank God Vince isn't here no more. Like, she started her career, lesbian. But she's been to like how many WrestleManias and has been in multi-man matches. She finally is going to get at least a world title match or singles one-on-one match at WrestleMania. So Liv Morgan, well-deserved. But my only critique is, why did she have to eliminate Raquel? Raquel, why was she even in this match? I didn't know she was in the Rumble. Why are you in the Rumble when the whole point of the Rumble is to get a world title match? You have a world title match on Monday. It's going to be a street fight. Why do you need to be in the Rumble for? That makes no sense to me. Literally makes no sense to me. So that's the only thing I'm like, I don't want Liv to be the heel. She needs to be the face because the crowd, I think, universally is going to cheer her over Raquel. Raquel, who's being big, sexy. Raquel Rodriguez right now, who's promoing in Spanish and everything, is being like she works so much better as a heel than the person that would just go to the ring and show her back. Like, what the fuck kind of nut ass freak bullshit is that? But yeah, like I don't understand why Raquel had to be eliminated in this situation. It should be Raquel winning the world title and facing Liv Morgan, turning on Liv Morgan to finally break up the Judgment Day. And you have their match at WrestleMania, and hopefully Liv wins the title at WrestleMania. That's what the match should be. But we'll see. This match was fine. I think the one thing that a lot of people are going to take away from this match is, where's Bianca Belair? Bianca, at this point, take my hand. You remember Scary Movie 2 with the little, take my hand. Like, how damn, just take my whole arm, bro. I only need one hand for it. You, like, just, how damn, Bianca? How long does it take for a knuckle and finger to heal? But, yeah, shout out to Lash Legend. Shout out to Soul Ruka, Jordan Grace. A few highlights within that match. And Liv Morgan again won, which is well-deserved. But let's get to AJ Styles versus Gunther in a career-threatening match in the middle of the card, which is a 4-match card, by the way, which is crazy. And in my brain, I'm like, there is no way you're going to have AJ Styles retire in Saudi Arabia in a match that you have really only built for like a couple weeks. But nope, he lost. And I'm like, of course he lost. We spent a whole year freaking sucking off Cena all year. But now we have AJ who's there every week, and we can finally give him a proper send-off, and this is what we... Fine. I'm not even mad. I don't even... I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent. Like, for me to be mad, I would have to actually care. I'm like, you know what? AJ has accomplished everything. I was really thinking about it the other day when I was about to write like booking AJ Styles' final year, and then I'm like, well, he's already faced everyone. He's won every major title. He's been a multi-time world champion. He's won. He's beaten everyone, or he's faced everyone there is to face. he's never main evented WrestleMania technically, but he retired Undertaker. Or he was in Undertaker's final match. I mean, he's done it all outside of win the Rumble and Money in the Bank, but I don't think he needs to win that. He's 47, 48. Like, he doesn't need to, or 44. I don't know. I think it's 44. Like, he doesn't need to win that. So there's really nothing left for AJ Styles to do. Like, in my brain, when I was booking AJ Styles' final year, I was thinking, okay, they do like a double count out, or AJ Styles wins via count out, but you don't hurt Gunther. You just make Gunther more hungry to win, which will lead to Gunther winning the Rumble. Meanwhile, AJ Styles faces Punk in Chicago. AJ Styles says he has no contract, so when he wins the title, the next time he loses, he retires. You have AJ beat Punk in Chicago. Gunther wins the Rumble. Gunther faces AJ at WrestleMania. Gunther defeats AJ at WrestleMania for the title. And that's how we end AJ Styles' career in WWE, at least. And that was my idea, but AJ had his own idea. I think he wanted to be done. I mean, I guess Shinsuke was telling the truth. I still don't know why you would tell that. That made no sense for Shinsuke to give that away. But whatever. On his IG story that AJ told me this was gonna be his final year. It's like, why would you say? Anywho, but yeah, AJ Styles had a great match with Gunther. You can't have a bad match with Gunther, really. Like, you would have to work hard to have a bad match with Gunther. So, of course, the match was great because it was suspenseful because we didn't know. Because AJ's not a mark like a lot of these wrestlers are, who always wants to go over. AJ's never been a guy that needed to win, ever really pushed from backstage politics. We never hear him really pushing to beat guys, nothing like that. The only time I've heard AJ being mad he lost is when he had to give up his TNA title to RVD with no build on a random TNA Monday night. Was it still Monday night? On a random Impact, because Hogan and Eric Bischoff didn't know what the fuck they were doing. So that's the only time I'm known for AJ to be pissed off, which rightfully so. But outside that, like, he came into the WWE and I think he said it out his mouth that he wanted to lose to Chris Jericho at WrestleMania because he wanted to show that he could do business. Like, AJ's never been a guy that. So when I'm looking at this match, I'm watching this match, I'm like, this could be this could be it for AJ. It really could. And Gunther retired AJ in a great match. If AJ was going to go out, there was a perfect way to do it. It's just, God, I wish it wasn't in Saudi Arabia. And I'm not trying to go in on the Saudi Arabian fans. It's not you. It's the same way if anybody had anything negative to say about America, really, in its history. But especially now, I could never snub my nose at anybody talking down on America with how we treat our own people and how we treat the world. So if anybody talk down on us, I'd be like, yep, whatever. So yeah, it's the middle of the card. It's not even the main event. And so now the whole crowd is down, but at least AJ, when he was about to take his gloves off, I'm like, oh no. But then he kept his gloves on. I'm like, And so I think we could be getting an AJ Styles retirement tour. That's the only thing I'm disappointed in. AJ Styles fans deserve for this to be a bigger deal and for it to feel like a bigger deal and for it to be a bigger deal. And also there might be a chance that AJ didn't want any of that. He didn't want any of the fanfare. He didn't want he just wanted to wrestle, go out on his shield and go home. That could also be a thing, but just it's typical WWE. Now let's go on to the next match, which completely killed the momentum of Sami versus Drew. Sami Zayn. I was really thinking about this, and Sami Zayn is right place, wrong time. A lot of his career, especially when it comes to going for the world title, is right place, wrong time. I think about him going after the world title, Elimination Chamber 2023 in Canada. Everybody wanted Sami to go and face Roman because of him saving the bloodline. Saving the bloodline in 2022, which we're going to get to that in a second when we talk about who won the Men's Royal Rumble. Him saving the bloodline, and people really wanted him to beat Roman for the title. But it's like, but we have a bigger star that's going to face him at WrestleMania. That's going to be a true face of the company. We can't have Sami win this right now. Right place, wrong time. I think about WrestleMania 40 when he ended Gunther's reign of the longest Intercontinental Champion of all time, when we all knew it should have been Chad Gable. But for some reason, WWE decided it had to be Sami. Instead of just putting Sami in the Drew McIntyre slot and having Sami beat Seth or beat Drew for the world title, which he should have fucking won at WrestleMania 40, and give a true Rocky story. But no, we can't do that. Right place, wrong time. Now here, setting it up to where Sami wins in Canada to become number one contender, to have a match in Saudi Arabia where he's never lost. It was set up perfectly, right place, wrong time. And the only reason why it's right place, wrong time is because they decided to wait forever to put the title on Drew. We could have easily did that at WrestlePalooza. So that way you have a 4-month reign of Drew being unstoppable. Drew, who Sami has never beaten, but he's been undefeated in Saudi. Like, it could have been set up perfectly to where Sami wins the title in Saudi Arabia. The crowd goes back up, everyone's happy, and then maybe you have him lose it at Chamber, or if Kevin Owens can come back, maybe you could do that match at WrestleMania that we couldn't do last year. Like, oh no, it was supposed to be KO and Randy last year, never mind. But anyway, like, there's certain things you could have did. But just right place, wrong time. I feel so bad for Sami, man. And I know a lot of people are like, well, we're going to come back next year and we're going to have him win the Rumble and maybe wrestle in Saudi Arabia at WrestleMania and win the title finally. I'm like, nigga, Sami's going to be 42. He's going to be 42 next year. Do we really want to continue to push these old niggas? Like, do we really want to do that? Like, I'm already feeling away about LA Knight. Do we really want to? Like, we have to build new stars. Like, we're going to rant about that more going into the main event. But it's like, bro, we can't keep doing this, man. It's like Sami, I put Sami in the same realm I put a Jey Uso. It's a great moment for them to win. It doesn't have to be WrestleMania. You can literally do it anywhere else. SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Backlash, like Money in the Bank, anywhere else but WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania is your hottest period. You have to put the title on someone that the fans are going to be behind fully. I'm sorry, that's not Sami. That's not Jey Uso. It's not certain guys. So it's like this Damian Priest. It's like, you can't, respectfully, but it's like Sami is not that guy. He's not that dude. And I'm so tired of this whole underdog thing. Like, nigga, you're not underdog. You're not. You beat, like, you are the, I think I heard someone say this a long time ago. You're the mid-card gatekeeper. Anytime someone is about to make it into the main event, you gatekeep them and beat them. Oh, holy shit, that's right. Oh my God. So yeah, it's like, you're not no underdog. You just can't beat main eventers, which is nothing on you. It's more of how they've booked you over the past 3-4 years. But yeah, I feel so bad for Sami. But even with that being said, it was great showing for Drew to make him look dominant. It just, God, you really set them up to fail because the crowd could not get into it, and I don't think anybody watching could get into it because all we could think about is, damn, Edgy might really be retired. Damn, that's all we could think about. So I feel bad for y'all. What can you do? But now on to the main event, the Men's Rumble. Oh my God, the thoughts I have. Oh my God. First of all, Braun Breaker, we spent all this time setting up Braun Breaker to be this unstoppable, unpredictable force that even management can't control. You have him be suspended for a week. Then you have him come back and be put into the Rumble, orchestrated by Paul Heyman. We did all that. Paul Heyman does his whole speech to Adam Pearce right before the Rumble about how they leaked, which I don't know how that happened. They leaked Braun Breaker being number one entrant, so they had to switch it for him to be number two. And it's like, you're going to F around and find out. We're going to F around and find out. Paul Heyman, we're going to F around and find out. Only to F around and find out that someone takes out another masked hooded man. God damn, how many masked hooded men are in WWE? Another masked hooded man takes out Braun Breaker, who's supposed to be this beast. And he's eliminated from the Rumble in like 10 seconds. I'm like, how are we building Braun Breaker to be? would it have not made sense, based on who won this Rumble, would it have not made sense for Bron Breakker to win the title going back to November, or at worst, win the title at the Raw 1 year anniversary on Netflix? Would that not make sense? Going all the way back to the day after WrestleMania when Braun speared Roman, setting up the whole Vision versus Roman bloodline feud for the entire year of 2025, the War Games match, which they lost. Would that not make sense to put the title on Braun and set up Bron Breakker versus Roman at WrestleMania? That way, you either could do one-on-one, or you have that little guy in the background that, if he's healthy enough, you can implement into the match, make it a triple threat. So now you add some spice to it, or even make Seth Rollins a special guest referee to add some spice to it, or you can just have him interfere and, again, just add a little bit of oomph to it. But for this whole thing to make Bron Breakker a bigger star, but yet you've done everything to emasculate him and cut his balls off the entire time. He's legit have done nothing since he lost the IC title at WrestleMania last year. Legit has done nothing. Hasn't had a feud, hasn't had a match, hasn't had a rivalry, nothing since WrestleMania of last year. And now we're gonna have a masked man take him out. I feel bad for Bron Breakker, man. I feel bad for you. They really fucked you over. But yeah. But at least we had Obafemi, which I would have had no problem Obafemi winning this whole thing and going on to face Drew, which should tease back at Saturday Night's Main Event at John Cena's final match tour, whatever event. But Oba did get the Brock Lesnar 2020 treatment when Brock Lesnar. There's so many fucking Brock. You know what? A lot of things I don't agree with Vince's, but the whole, you gotta change motherfuckers' name. You gotta have Brock. Like, you gotta change this motherfucker's name. But anyway, they give Obafemi the Brock Lesnar treatment. Brock, who was champion going into Royal Rumble 2020 for some reason, but wanted to be in the Rumble. So Oba was eliminating everyone until he ran into the real main eventers near the middle of the match. And then Brock Lesnar came in and did everything in his power to make Obafemi look like a chump. And then he eliminated him. Fuck Brock Lesnar. Fuck TKO. Fuck Triple H. Fuck this company. How do you explain to me how Obafemi, who motherfuckers are ready for him to be world champion now, do you understand? How do you have Brock Lesnar come in there and just make him look like a chump, and then don't at least eliminate Brock in the Rumble, creating a moment that could lead to WrestleMania? How do you not do that? So then Brock Lesnar, fuck Brock Lesnar. Then you have Aga Dragunov chop him, and Brock Lesnar no-sells it. Because of course, why would he want to put over the young stars in the current roster of the day? It just eliminates him. And then when Brock Lesnar finally gets eliminated, he gets eliminated by a returning LA Knight, who, by the way, eliminates most of the Vision. Yay! Oh, he eliminated the Vision. That's so hard to do. A masked man just took out the leader, supposed leader of the Vision. That's no feat. And so LA Knight and Cody Rhodes eliminate Brock Lesnar in the middle. Like, I can't make this up. They eliminate him in the middle of Jey Uso's entrance because Jey Uso has to come to the crowd. Brock Lesnar gets eliminated during the middle of Jey Uso's entrance. And then Jey has a stare down with Roman only for Roman to turn on Jay, for then Jay to help Roman do a 1D, for then Jay to be eliminated by Roman. Again, I love how we're elevating new stars. Well, Jay Uso's been here since 2010, so now it's not like he's a new star. But like, I just love how we did all that work after SummerSlam to try to give some type of character development to Jay, only to kill that and do nothing with it. This would have made sense to do if Roman would have hit Jay, and for Jay to snap back into what he was after SummerSlam and eliminate Roman. Or at least eliminate like Cody. Eliminate someone. But no. So we get to the Final Four, which is Roman, Randy Orton, Gunther, which pretty much predictable, and Logan Paul, which I don't know who Logan Paul knows. I guess someone in TKO or WWE really likes Logan Paul. And if Vince McMahon was still there, I would tell the joke, but we don't know the dynamic backstage, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But someone sure fucking likes him. 2 years in a row, he's been in the Final Four. He was in like the final, I think he was in the Final Four in 2023 too. Someone really likes Logan Paul. I'm gonna leave it at that. So Logan Paul is in the Final Four again. And it's like, well, we can eliminate Logan Paul, we know he's not gonna win. We can eliminate Randy Orton, we know he's not gonna win. So why not have it be LA Knight? Why not have it be Cody? Have it be Obafemi. And have Roman and Gunther work together to eliminate Obafemi, to really put over how strong Oba is. Like, we could. So, of course, it comes down to Gunther and Roman eliminates Gunther. It's really that simple. Like, there's nothing to it. It's like, we did all that work for Gunther to be the legend killer, and he doesn't even win the Rumble, which would make him the ultimate final boss, to where it's like, who the fuck can beat Gunther? He's eliminating our legends. Now he's going after the world title. Who was going to beat him? Like, of course we don't do that. So now I don't know what they're doing to Gunther. I don't know if he's going to face a legend. I don't know if he's going to face Brock, which I know that's supposed to be the rule. I don't know how you do that. They're both heels. You're not going to be able to cheer either one of them, so I don't know what you do there. I don't know who he faced at WrestleMania. I have no idea. But now we're right back where we started with Roman Reigns. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people are happy about Roman Reigns getting back to the world title. I get it. A lot of people there are a lot of fans that started watching WWE and wrestling during the Bloodline years, 2021, 22, 23. And so they know WWE as the Roman Reigns show. I get that. I understand how exciting Roman Reigns and the Bloodline was during those years. In my opinion, the greatest story they ever told, next to Austin and Vince McMahon. I get that. But what y'all are not understanding, especially you Roman Reigns fans that are so happy about this, is that you don't realize it wasn't Roman that made Roman the tribal chief, the head of the table, the leader of the bloodline. It was the entire bloodline. It was Paul Heyman to start off. It was the feud with Jey Uso. It was the eventual come together of Jimmy Uso. It was the savior and Sami Zayn when there was no clear direction for the bloodline after WrestleMania 38 when he beat Brock. It was Solo coming in and being the destroyer of dreams with Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39. Like, it's the entire bloodline that made the bloodline. It wasn't Roman. And you're going to find out soon when Roman is there, maybe 3 times from now to WrestleMania, when he has to cut promos and he's not going to wrestle, you're going to find out how much the bloodline was a whole collaboration and not just one man. You're going to find out. And then you're going to be begging for The Rock to come back. Because of course you are. But I don't understand. I said this in my video because it was rumored and everybody's been saying Roman's going to win, Roman's going to win, Roman's going to win. There's nothing wrong with predictability if you're telling a proper story. That's why, like I said, nobody has an issue with Liv Morgan winning. One, because they've been telling a story of her trying to bring the Judgment Day together, but also she has her own story of she's never been able to win the Rumble, always be the bridesmaid, never the bride. Also, she never had a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, so there's a lot of sympathy and empathy behind Liv Morgan. But also, Roman, who, need I remind you, was pushed down our throats for 5 years straight, from 2015 to 2020, was forced down our throats. He main evented like 4 or 5 WrestleManias. Then he decides to turn heel. Then becomes interesting. Then halfway through his run, decides to no longer show up for work. So he's not even there half the time. It's like, and then when he finally loses the title, he never apologizes to Jimmy, Jay, Paul, Sammy. He never apologizes. He never has any development of his character after losing the title. He doesn't even go after the title. He does like one promo with Cody about, I want my title back or something like that, and that weird cinematic thing in Atlanta. And then he does another promo just a couple months ago with him and Cody and Punk talk about that title looks better with me. That's it. I said it in my Running Up That Hill HBK versus Undertaker 2 WrestleMania match. The reason why that match works so well is because of the story, the build with Shawn Michaels being vulnerable, being desperate, needing to face Undertaker at WrestleMania and beat Undertaker. You have that same dynamic with Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns and WWE Creative could, one, have Roman show up to work actually, and two, show how much Roman really wants to win that title back. Like, I just don't understand. How is anyone supposed to be invested in Roman winning the title back when he doesn't even act like he cares? It's like a foregone conclusion when he shows up like, yeah, I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to be the guy. It's like, I don't care because you don't care. When all else fails, go back to factory reset. Like, this company, man, I told y'all. I told y'all. This is where they at. If they can't give you a compelling story with John Cena's final year, how can you expect them to tell a great story with any of this stuff? This is where we are right now. So it is what it is. Like, I don't know who Roman's going to face. If I was booking it, he will not face Cody for the 3rd time. He will not even face Drew. There's one guy he will face, not even Punk. Because I could care less about that story too. There's literally nothing. That story was built for last year when they should have did it, not this year. But there's no heat at all for it. If you're going to do him going after the title, there's one guy he could face that also he could have faced last year at WrestleMania, and that's Jacob Fatu. If you're going to tell the story of him getting the title back, he has to go through his blood to do it. Since we can't have The Rock, the next best thing is fucking Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu wins a triple threat. It could do Cody, Drew, Jacob at Elimination Chamber or on SmackDown. Have Jacob Fatu win the WWE Championship. It'll actually be someone that wasn't born before 1990. So we can have some new blood, pun intended. And now you tell the compelling story of, does he really go through his own bloodline to get his title back? How would that affect him? Can he do it? Like, what does that mean? Jacob Fatu, who is unpredictable, who doesn't care about none of that. He doesn't care about being ahead of the table, none of that. He's just a killer. Like, there's so much you could do with Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I think that is your most compelling story you could do. They're probably not going to do that. They're probably going to put the title right back on Cody and do Cody and Roman 3. Or Punk versus Roman. Which is unfortunate. But yeah, just like, I don't see how anybody could be excited about him winning the Rumble or be even if he was there every week. Even if he was there every week, I still like. We saw him be champion for 4 years. He was the main guy in the company 5 years straight prior to that. Like, I don't know how people don't have Roman Reigns fatigue. Yeah, that's where we are right now. And I can't believe if you're going to give it to anybody, give it to. Like, I would have been happy with Oba Femi winning, or Gunther winning. Like, it just, to me, those are your two options that made the most sense. Or actually, to be very blunt, I think the one person that really people would have been behind is LA Knight. The one person who has yet to get his main event, get his world title match that people has been begging for 3.5 years now. Or 3 years. And it's like, we refuse to do it for whatever fucking ass reason. It's like, at this point, Eli Drake needs to be all elite. I need Eli Drake to be all elite because we're not going to get LA Knight at this point to where when they finally do it, it's going to feel great. They're not going to do that. It's going to be like, here, nigga, damn. Like, they're finally probably going to give it to him sometime, maybe this year. It's going to be like, here, nigga, damn. And then when they don't do any compelling story with him and don't give him any proper fuse, they're going to be like, what do we do? Okay, let's put the title back on Cody because we don't know what to do. Even when they put the title on Cody, they don't know what to do. So this company, they need new blood. They need fresh faces. They need women, black women. They need black men, Hispanic women, Hispanic men in that writer's room to tell new stories. Until then, it's just going to be a bunch of old white men that are out of touch, which is kind of explains why we are where we are in America right now. But anyway, happy Black History Month. Let me know how you feel. Are you happy that Roman won? Are you happy that Liv won? How do you feel about AJ Styles retiring? How do you feel about these matches? A 4-match card, by the way. I feel sorry for y'all. $30? You paid the $30 for this? You'll pay $30 for this? Damn, homie. Back in the day, you was the man, homie. Shit. Triple H really inherited the bloodline in Cody Rhodes, and when he was asked to do something past that, he had nothing. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things. Welcome to the hot bitch. This is Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. If you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.